So journey back with me for a moment to 1870, to 1880. This is the real Florida. Look around. This is highland pine, upland pine. It was the largest ecosystem in the whole state for eons and eons. You see all the grasses down on the ground, the palmetto, and pine as far as the eye can see. And isn't it beautiful? We're standing in a managed second growth pine forest in north central Florida. And so it brings up the discussion about southern yellow pine. At the Goodwin Company, we often get asked, well, what is southern yellow pine? And the simple answer is this: southern yellow pine is a blanket term. It's an umbrella term that describes 10 species of pines that grow from the traditional, south of the traditional Mason-Dixon line and east of the Great Plains. Of those 10 species, the 4 that are the most dominant are shortleaf, slash, loblolly, and longleaf pine. Longleaf is Pinus palustris. Longleaf pine was the largest contiguous ecosystem on the North American continent up until its demise from about 1870 until the 1930s, when it was all logged out. Longleaf pine was the premier pitch pine in all of the world, and of course we know that it was used for naval stores, and it was turpentine, and it was cut for lumber, to the point of deforestation. Now, if we'd have been standing in this forest in 1880 and we were lumbermen and we were talking about yellow pine, we were talking about longleaf pine exclusively. The two terms were one and the same. Yellow pine meant longleaf pine well into the 20th century. So your southern yellow pines, those that are grown for commercial harvest, the slash pine and the loblolly pine are harvested in 15 years to 25, maybe 27 years. The first time that longleaf is available for commercial harvest is typically between 45 and 50 years. So if you're growing longleaf, you're growing longleaf for your children's children. And because of that, it's a harder sell to folks who might be growing pine. So slash pine, loblolly pine are commercially harvested in 15 to 27 years. And they have certain properties that they develop over that time. Longleaf growing from 45 to 50 years before it's harvested. Now the longleaf pine lumber that the Goodwin Company mills is easily 4 times that age or more and can't easily be found standing today. Some of the properties of that include tighter growth rings, it's denser material, it's got a heart full of oleo resin. For the 45 years that the Goodwin Company has been in business, we've always supported longleaf restoration through the hard work of organizations like Tall Timbers and the Longleaf Alliance. This is the real Florida. This is a piece of American history.